we've seen him a lot in these brackets.
Yeah, he's a staple in these online brackets, rocking the Bowser. Going up against who's his opponent? I didn't see the name.
JP. He's playing Ice Climbers, who I don't think I've even really seen come out at all during a DNA bracket or any online bracket that I've
we've definitely seen this character offline at DNA once upon a time.
Totally.
But online, this is exactly the type of character you don't usually see a lot of because of the precision it really takes. That being said, though, if you have a good enough connection and ride with the brother.
Yeah, no. Oh yeah, that was Lord Tet was the ice climber that actually used to come in and mix things up a little bit at DNA. It's nice to remember something.
Yes.
Yo, that was pretty clean.
Yeah, that's the problem when you're Bowser, man. You're just these characters with these long, like, deadly combo strings. You were just a sitting duck, but just like that, the game can be
just like
what God giveth, God taketh right back, man.
That is hilarious, man. Not hilarious if you're JP, but like hilarious in concept, like because he was sort of moving on that, like you hit him with a jab lock with the little icicle, like doing all these cool things, and then just gets killed.
Yeah, no, it's rough, and the longer JP lets SoulHex hang around, the harder it's going to be for him. Ooh, very nice edge guard right there.
Yeah, and he really needed that, and it looks like JP really knows what he's doing with this character because I got to tell you, I don't really get to watch a whole lot of Ice Climbers. I know I've had a little bit of exposure in past time, but this character definitely doesn't seem very easy to use or like it has a whole lot going for them.
This archetype of character, in my opinion, has always been one of the hardest to play in fighting games. Like the puppet characters that have an extra AI you have to worry about.
Yeah, it's a totally different thing than what everybody else. It's a totally different game than what everybody else is playing, or at least all the other characters. So you see
it's definitely the "we are not the same" meme, like come to fruition.
It's true, and the thing about this is I'm realizing like how. I'm watching even the smash attacks come out from Ice Climbers. Like, they're just not strong. They have some. Oh, there goes one. There goes two. And SoulHex back on top.
Yeah. Let's see if he's going to be able to take advantage of it, though. That fair from the middle of the stage almost killing. Oh, Nana AI coming through, baby.
Strange stuff going on with these characters. I really don't even know what's what. That was kind of an interesting knockback angle. I do have a clip, so we'll check it out after. But
yeah, as the wise Randy Newman once say, strange things are happening here. But let's see if it'll work out here for SoulHex. He hasn't really had to do a lot of like Ice Climber managing, so that's good on his part. But that is the second time he accidentally grabbed the wrong Ice Climber, though.
Yeah, and that's Bowser is that character who is trying to grab you, so you got to make sure you get the right one.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those characters or matchups where I wouldn't even recommend grabbing. Like, I'd recommend grabbing as little as I humanly can, unless you know that you're gonna grab the right climber like that.
Yeah, that was well played by SoulHex. So you could tell he's definitely figuring out which one to go for. And wow, just throwing that out there for either one of them, and you can't.
What's behind door number one?
Yeah, that was a pretty good option regardless. He had them on each side, and that up smash is just so it covers so much range and it's so strong. But I want to isolate a couple of these stocks coming out from JP because this was a real struggle for him to even take a stock from Bowser despite being at such high percent. Like, got him on that, but like, dude, that was like 170. Here's another stock, 181. This was kind of the whole story of the game, and kind of just got him on a weird sort of mechanic there. But SoulHex coming out here and doing the big show play. Yep, look at that. See you later.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta let it rip, man. It be what it be sometimes. So again, a good display in that first game of a very hard character to play on Wi-Fi, and JP, doesn't really have much of a reason to switch off. So
not at all. I actually think these Ice Climbers look pretty good coming from JP. The thing to keep in mind about SoulHex too is he's won DNA before. Like he's definitely been in Grands a few times. He's definitely shown what he can do in these brackets, even consistently. So this isn't like an easy opponent, and I believe this is Probably top 32 with the next round. With the next rounds being the qualifiers, and yeah, those are they dead?
Ew.
That was 22. We died at 22. Wow. The 22%. These guys are they're light, huh?
You know what? My good friend Coney just released a tier list of Smash characters based on how funny they are. I don't know what tier Bowser is in, but anytime Bowser does that, I laugh.
I don't think
funny.
there's no other reaction. Otherwise, you'll just cry or be really upset because that's the type of thing that, dude, Bowser's recovery is actually pretty good.
No, that was an excellent recovery from SoulHex right there. He should have been dead twice, but he made it out unscathed.
I don't know if anyone knows what the matchup spread on this is, but this actually looks brutal for Ices just for the sheer and simple fact that Bowser's so heavy and they don't seem to have a whole lot of kill
Yeah,
power.
it's so hard to say because like Bowser's meta is so much more fleshed out, and you're lucky to maybe see like an Ice Climber every like 6 months or something like that. Like we don't see anybody play this character.
No, not really. Like I said, this is like the first time I think I've ever even seen them since online has started, at least in a DNA bracket. I don't know about other brackets, but there goes Nana getting the big slam. And
Whoa, wait a second.
dude, that was the right
Oh, wow.
I just got scared for a second. I thought one of them died. Yeah, that was actually a really smart play. It didn't really work out, and there we go.
Bro,
That's a
again?
second shield punish. Yeah. That's,
I'm curious if you break one shield, do you break both shields? I'm assuming yes.
I guess. I don't know what happens if they're separate. You know what I mean? If it turns into like a Luma situation where you could still sort of do things.
Oh, well, I think only Popo has the shield, so yeah, I guess I would just hit Nana. I don't know.
Yeah, if anyone in the chat knows this, feel free to type it in at any time. I'm learning as I go here with these characters. There's so many, 80+ characters in the game. Hard to really know what all of them do, especially ones like these guys. But I gotta tell you, despite the couple shield breaks coming out from SoulHex, I feel like JP has really been hanging in there. Like, it's a lead for him, even though it doesn't really feel like it.
Yeah, no, for sure. Again, when you're Bowser, no lead is insurmountable. If he gets the shield broken a third time, I might leave, Chris.
I don't know what to say because I am actually a little. I feel like we might see it. It just has.
Oh, he's without a jump.
This is it. This is not it. That was kind of a missed opportunity.
And that's it. That's going to be a 2-0 at the hand of SoulHex. Again, when you're Bowser, man, you may be down, but you are never quite out of it until the game says so.
Never are you. You're never losing.
I forgot that the Ice Climbers cry in their losing screen. It's very funny.
Yeah, I actually, again, I don't even think I've noticed these things. I barely even see these characters. That's crazy. I mean, I got to tell you, it's still like really well played by JP, despite this happening twice. Like he's. Yeah, I think this is the stock that JP took, and this down air is basically what this character needs apparently against Bowser, because Bowser just seems to live forever against them. Like 160, 180, all these high percents we were seeing this whole time, 145 right there. Like I don't know if that matchup's bad for Ice Climbers, but it didn't look like necessarily good. So there you have it. That is going to be, I guess, SoulHex moving on to what I would imagine is top 24, that winners qualifier match heading into winners quarters. And hey, would you look at that? Look at who is in the arena. We got the man himself teaching all the lessons. By the way, if you guys haven't seen that yet, Rivers is starting to do these lessons now. There's VODs of them, so those will be distributed basically like their spectator passes and stuff, but these are pretty cool lessons. It's based off of a curriculum. There's a couple students in the class that basically get to work one-on-one with him through the main subject matter, and then get to sort of spar and go over some concepts about, be it neutral combos, disadvantage state, advantage state, whatever. But these are now going to be running every Wednesday and Thursday. Next week is an exception. No classes then, just because Thanksgiving and all that. And I
That's
believe,
true.
Yeah, James is traveling, so
he's coming home?
Yeah, I believe he is.
Ooh. Godspeed, brother.
Godspeed, brother. Yo, playing against Big Man right now. Do you know who Big Man is?
No, I don't think I do.
Big Man plays Mario, and apparently he's pretty